So after posting my picks video, I really didn't want to make a rant like this, but I really just want to talk because I feel as an Eagles fan that we are right back in the same spot that we were a year ago. Because I just remembered that on September 27th, it's a family member's birthday. So I was thinking, wait, where were we at a year ago with the Eagles? Yeah, we tied with the Bengals to go 0-2-1. Now, while this year we might be 1-2, such an improvement, I can't help but feel like no improvement has been made whatsoever. Because it's starting to sink in now, and I get that it's early in the year. There's still so many more games left, and we'll see what happens after that with this coaching staff, with Hurts as the quarterback and everything else. But it just feels like we've taken like a couple of steps forward, but 1,000 more steps back. Because while we have acquired some really good talent in the draft, in the offseason, free agency, trades, and whatnot, at the same time, I feel like all this talent and potential talent that we have is being wasted on lack of experience within the coaching staff, within the organization, within the foundation of the team. Because I'm seeing the same issues from last year and years prior with injuries and things like that, but I didn't expect the Eagles to look so inept offensively right off the bat. And not only that, I didn't expect after 2 weeks of solid defensive play to see a complete and utter collapse of our defense after one good stand where we got, or two actually, the fumble and then the fourth and goal sneak that we stopped. After that, the defense looked like they were like 2,000 steps behind the Cowboys. Like they were playing in slow motion and the Cowboys were in real time. It was unbelievable. And then again, I mentioned the offense being inept. What happened to our offense? What happened to creativity? What happened to being, to sticking with running the football and your fundamentals? It feels like our head coach, because he's the play caller, his football IQ might not be all there. How the fuck are you going to run the ball with Miles Sanders twice and Kenneth Gainwell once? Not counting Jalen Hurts scrambling for his life because Isaac Seumalo got hurt. We're missing Brandon Brooks. We're missing Jordan Mailata. It just, everything fell apart so fast that I was like, wow. Because even last year, going 4-11-1, we had an experienced head coach with a decent resume, won us a Super Bowl, and was able to at least fix some things that weren't working. But overall, obviously, we just weren't a good team last year. And then he did do some stupid things. But that's just because I feel the situation with him was that he wanted to be able to do more within the organization, like a certain Aaron Rodgers, but instead wasn't able to because he was treated as a kid compared to, how others, the higher-ups, treated each other, like Howie and Jeffrey Lurie. Now we have this guy who literally is a puppet because he doesn't do anything within the organization when it comes to signing and tradings and all that stuff. All he does is things that we see on TV and practice, I guess, right? Like, and meetings. We don't see him doing anything else. We don't hear him having any involvement with anything else because our owner and our GM don't want to allow that. And it feels like this is just more of the same old dysfunction, and it's leaking out onto the field without inexperience. I get inexperience within players is one thing that they just have to keep playing and learn, but it's like we're 3 weeks in. I didn't expect our team to go from looking pretty prepared and pretty good against a bad Falcons team that you're supposed to beat to looking decent but struggled in a few areas, but it's fixable against a pretty solid 49ers team, to a division rival who, yes, is a good division rival, is now favorites to win the division. We all know this, of course. Good division rival that we're familiar with, that we have beaten in the past. Now, we just cannot seem to keep up with them because of whatever reason. The game plan was off. Everything was off from the start offensively. Defense made 2 good stands after that, couldn't do jack shit. And I am worried because now we have to play the Chiefs, the 3-0, potential 4-0. We'll see how the Cowboy game goes with the Panthers. And then we have to play the Buccaneers and the Raiders. And we still have the Saints on the line. We still have the rest of our division on the line. This year could be really bad. And I hope it's either really bad or really good and nowhere in between. Because if it's really bad, we can make changes necessary. If it's really good, we know we don't have to make changes. But if it's in the middle, we're going to have another year of this bullshit. And that's what scares me the most.